Batman: The Telltale series is the latest game of note featuring the Dark Knight to make its way onto a Nintendo console, this time on the Switch. Instead of a sprawling combat-focused open-world game like the Arkham trilogy, Telltale's Batman feels more like good fan fiction, offering a linear narrative experience with scripted fights. What the game lacks in hyper-realistic graphics and cape physics, it makes up for with a truly memorable story that will surprise even the most dedicated Batman fans. Like all Telltale games, Batman is a story-driven adventure where your selections to text-based prompts can have impacts on the story that range from harmless to monumental. Batman: The Telltale series establishes that Bruce Wayne's role in creating a safer Gotham is just as important and heavy a burden as the Bat's. The game's original story offers reimagined takes on all the classic villains' rise to power. You meet the Arkham Asylum patient John Doe in episode 4, who has unmistakable white skin and green hair. All of these origin stories, of course, beg the question why Batman existed at all in a Gotham void of supervillains. But if you can put aside that discrepancy, you'll be engrossed in an almost airtight and gripping campaign.
Bruce, have you formulated your plan of attack?
Over the season's 5 episodes, you get to know the famed superhero like never before. Batman does a great job of allowing the player to craft Bruce into the man they want him to be. The genius of the design is that you are constantly testing your relationships as both Bruce and Batman. In a game that remembers your every decision, you could very well find yourself in a Gotham that loves Bruce Wayne but hates Batman. There are 3 main types of gameplay in Batman: The Telltale series. The majority of the game you'll be watching scenes play out like a film, with beautifully acted dialogue and expertly lit and staged shots. As the scenes play out, you're asked to respond to something someone else says in order to advance the story. Action sequences break up the exposition by throwing a series of on-screen button prompts at you that you must repeat as quickly as possible. Each fight has so many actions that missing 1 or 2 seem inconsequential, which made it all the more baffling the couple of times when I was too slow with a button press and was brutally murdered. The third form of gameplay has you walk around a crime scene, linking pieces of evidence together to determine what happened prior to your arrival. However, the real puzzle is figuring out where Batman can and can't walk, and how to make the camera play nice. Watching Batman awkwardly walk into place after you select a point of interest looks just as silly as trying to control him yourself. Batman: The Telltale series is a game that wants to look and play like a blockbuster, but misses the mark numerous times. The art style, though often gorgeous, wasn't as consistent as the marvelous voice acting. The animation overall was hit and miss as well. Even worse, the Switch version would often freeze and flash the saving icon before stuttering to the next shot. These hitches kept snapping me out of the otherwise immersive story, and I'd be lying if I said it didn't bring down my overall experience.
I'm going in.
Very good, sir.
The first season of Batman: The Telltale series is a character study that examines each character's motivations as a central theme and is successful in establishing the city of Gotham and its most eclectic citizens. Telltale has made great use of Batman's 80-year history to create a unique story that had me on the edge of my seat for most of the ride. After talking and punching my way through the 12-hour story, I'm ready to heroically nosedive off a skyscraper for more. While the technical performance left much to be desired, I'm fully invested in the story and my version of Batman. I'm just hoping Season 2 is as polished as the Batmobile. I have a lot more to say about this Batman game. For more on my gameplay critiques, as well as some of my favorite moments, check out my full review on topshelfgaming.net.